Democratic representative from Hawaii, Tom Brewer, says that he's going to take on the problem of homelessness. And by take on the problem of homelessness, he means smash their shopping carts with a sledgehammer. As I'm sure we're all aware, shopping carts are a tremendous symbol of homelessness, being that it is the only way in which homeless people can carry around most of the things it is that they own. Thus, the shopping cart is actually very important to them. Well, apparently Brewer is just tired of seeing them around, and this really gets him so much that he feels that he has to use violence against them. I want to do something practical that will really clean up the streets. If I see some shopping carts that I can't identify, I will destroy them so they can't be pushed onto the streets. Brewer has been on this campaign for about 2 weeks, in which he claims that he smashed over 30 shopping carts. Here is footage of him actually doing it.
Smithers, step over this table for me.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Burns, I hardly see what destroying our meager possessions is going to accomplish.
She's right. Take me home, Smithers. We'll destroy something tasteful.
Okay, that's the wrong footage. I think this is the right one.
The man with the sledgehammer is State Representative Tom Brewer. This is his contribution to solving Hawaii's homeless problem.
And I got tired of telling people, you know, I'm trying to pass laws. I want to do something practical that will really clean up the streets.
Brewer's not content with just merely smashing the belongings of homeless people. He also feels that if he sees homeless people sleeping anywhere where he doesn't like it, he's now going to harass them, get them up, and force them to move out of the way. If someone's sleeping at night on the bus stop, I don't do anything. But if they are sleeping during the day, I'll walk up and say, "Get your ass moving." Well, Hawaii is known for being notoriously hard on the homeless. In fact, it has the highest homeless rate of anywhere in the United States. The state is actually so callous that it's willing to spend $100,000 to take some of its 17,000 homeless people and put them on planes and send them to the mainland U.S. rather than spending money to make some kind of sustainable living arrangement or repairing the economy or doing something productive. But I guess in the context of capitalism, this is the most rational use of resources. I literally could not think of a better symbol for class antagonism in the United States. I literally could not think of a better symbol to put out there to show the inherent nature of class conflict inside of capitalism. Literally, a man wearing an Armani hat smashing the small petty belongings of homeless people because they annoy him. This is cartoonish in its representation of class struggle. I mean, this is almost one of those things I almost wouldn't believe you if you told me, but somehow Hawaii and its political scene makes this true. Let's also think about the mentality of the man. When he says he wants to clean up, he's literally talking about harassing homeless people and forcing them to go somewhere else. When he says clean up the street, get rid of the garbage, the filth, he's literally referring to human beings. He is saying, let's move these undesirable people away from our glorious society where they don't have a place. Think about that. Now think about this. You're going out with what is essentially a non-prohibited weapon and assaulting the belongings of homeless people. In fact, if this is essentially incitement to violence. Like this guy, this could actually be considered advocating violence against the homeless. If he had done this in Europe, he would be in jail right now. This is despicable to a level that I cannot even imagine. I think most of all, we should recognize what this is. I think this is little more than actual terrorism. Think about it. Somebody is going out with a sort of a weapon and attacking the belongings of homeless people, essentially using violence to coerce and intimidate people to do what he wants, to get away from what he believes is his, to get out of his society or whatever, however this is portrayed in his mind. I mean, think about it. He is, in a sense, threatening violence, at least violence against property, to get rid of a problem he doesn't like, that being people, that being a negative consequence of capitalism. This is terrorism. If workers were going on strike and they didn't like what the boss was doing and they sabotaged machinery, that would be considered terrorism. That would be considered a crime. But if you do it to the lowest of the low, homeless people in society, I don't know, you get lauded as being great, as for finally taking the homeless problem in hand. Come on. How much of a better symbol of class antagonism, of class warfare? I mean, this is almost outright combat in the streets against the poor. How better a symbol of class conflict could you possibly get? I hope one day he goes to smash somebody's shopping cart and that guy's not gone. He's still there. And he comes out and he beats the living hell out of him for that. I mean, why not? His stuff is being assaulted by some goon with a sledgehammer. Come on, people. Even those who deny class conflict, class antagonism, really have to wake up. You couldn't get a better symbol for the insanity that is capitalism right there, and how stacked the legal system is. Because if you walked into somebody's house with a sledgehammer and started smashing their stuff because you didn't like that they were there, you'd be arrested on the spot. But if you do it to the poorest of the poor in the first world, you're lauded as a hero. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, rate, comment, subscribe, share on various social media. And if you want, there's some other great content here you could check out.